So it has been a very long while. I'm sorry if I sound sick. I have a small cold, but I'm finally bringing another tutorial, surprisingly enough, and this time it's going to be Lisa from Genshin Impact. So I hope you guys start to enjoy this. I don't know. Let's figure this out. So firstly, I don't usually do this, but I'm showing how I'm putting in my contacts. These contacts are from Wear Color, W-H-E-R-E color. I'll put a link down in the description. I also have a discount code if you decide to use it. And I've done this in quite a few of my videos in terms of showing how I do my foundation, so I'm just going to let myself take the stage. So I usually don't talk during any of my foundation application, like concealer and powder and all that kind of stuff, but I changed the way I do my concealer now. Instead of doing a triangle like I used to under my eyes, I do one little line from the inner corner downwards and then from the outer corner upwards. I seem to like it, and it like kind of eliminates more of the wrinkles on my face and like brightens up my entire face more, so I just like the method now. So what do you guys think of Genshin Impact so far? I'm on the fence. I really like the characters, the designs are beautiful, and the whole concepts are amazing, but I'm not a big fan of the overworld mechanics. It's just not my kind of thing. Also, the gacha is absolutely terrible, so it's a real trade-off. Now for my eyeshadow, I don't typically use this palette, but I believe it's the Sweet Talk palette from ColourPop, and I'm using this kind of peachy, pinky shade to first outline my crease and go underneath my eye, just to go on the outer V of my eye. Next, what I end up doing is I go for this slightly browner tone, a warmer tone, and put that even more in the outer V. The first shade was meant to just be a base, and now I get to deepen my corner of my eye with this brown shade. I take a thin flat brush and take the lightest shade in the palette, a very matte peachy pink shade, and I put it over my lids and right underneath my eyes to make my eyes seem bigger. I have small puffs underneath my eyes, which I tend to exaggerate to do cosplay because it does make my eyes just much bigger through camera lenses and everything, so I really like the effect. So for the next part, I'm taking this cool tone brown and contouring those under eye bags that I have, as well as adding it to the inner corner to give myself like a bit more definition on my eye and tell me where I have to put my liner, because I'm planning to do a very like droopy puppy-eyed look for Lisa. So with that same shade, I'm filling in my eyebrows just to give them a bit more definition. They're quite light, so if you already have pretty defined brows, you can fully skip this. Okay, now for my favorite part, I'm taking this gold highlighter and I'm putting it where I put that light shade underneath my eyes and over my lids. It's just to add a pop of shine. I just really like using highlighter and like very shiny stuff. It's such a fun time. So this is the absolute worst part. I'm gonna do my eyeliner. and I had to zoom in because I was literally crouched down near my mirror trying to do this. It took me quite a while, but the whole purpose of it is I did a very rounded look in terms of it was quite thin towards the end and in the very front of my eye in my inner corner. However, the middle of the liner was thicker to make my eyes appear rounder. Another thing I did is I didn't swoop my wing upwards, I followed the natural line of my eyes outwards instead. And then another one of my favorite parts is lashes. So I decided to go for very big and exaggerated lashes. I don't know. I thought it would be a really good idea because I really like the flare it gives me. And I also curl my lashes beforehand just to add a bit of oomph. I realized that it just really enhances when I put my eyelashes on and like makes them stay really well. I don't know. Maybe I'm all like in my head, but you know. I've never done this before, but what I did is I drew small bottom lashes. I typically have pretty thick bottom lashes, but I thought it would be a really nice effect, and I think it worked out pretty well. Back to the face. I'm going to take some blush. I decided to go with a very warm tone blush. I just thought it just fit perfectly. It's also one of my favorite ones, so how could I resist? Now, you don't have to do this. I contour my nose a little bit, mainly because I think it makes my nose cuter. It's really up to you, but I use the same brush I did for the browns that I used to contour, and you could just see how I'm contouring my nose. I do small strips down the side and I do it around the tip of my nose to make it more button-like. Using the same highlighter I used around my eyes, I'm going to just highlight my entire face. And by highlight, I mean truly highlight. I feel like I can never go wrong, but then I end up just packing on way too much. And for the last part, it's the lips. I also went with a very peachy, warm tone lip shade. I drew out the top and bottom of my lips first before like smudging it with my fingers inwards and then ending up filling it in further to create a more gradient effect. I've tried to do it different ways where I fill in my lips first and I like pat it out with a bit of foundation, but my lips are too thin for that, so I just do this way instead. Some of my best work. If I do say so myself, I actually really like it. And what is this cute lip without some lip gloss? I just took a matching gloss and just put it all over, save for the corners of my lips to make them more pouty. I add my mascara on last because I want to let the glue on my eyelashes dry first so I don't rip them off while I'm doing this. But I did my entire upper eyelash and the corners where I drew those fake bottom lashes as well. And that's kind of it. I don't know, I had a lot of fun doing this makeup and I think Lisa's gonna be one of my new favorites from now on. But thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you have a really good day.